superhero. I'm talking bulletproof, kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through. With the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do. With the insight to be equal. No, the sky needed a voice that finds reason to multiply people in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington miners, we'll be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call. That'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peek the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war would even start. The knowledge to build and grow where they live and take care of the kids and the older folk. The queen cause they need it most. Politics with the kings. About economic growth. Cure PTSD. Cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know. Everywhere we go.
Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust me. Just to get the faith and know that. Because you got mine, I got your back, I know. It's gonna take one of us to save us. It's gonna take love and a lot of trust me. Just to get the faith and know that. Because you got mine, I got your back, I know. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They'll go again with Sanders. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be yards, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No need on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
On the ready.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. The Eagles hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that... end up in the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
Philadelphia lost Brandon Graham to an Achilles injury just 2 games into the 2021 season. He had 8 sacks in each of the 2 seasons prior, making the 2020 Pro Bowl.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Got him in. It's Brown. Touchdown! A.J. Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off the play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken in at the 22. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the give to Sanders. Now Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And Sanders there with a first down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. 2nd down. Second and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 2nd and very short, Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Again, it's Lawrence. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another run with Sanders. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second down, back to Sanders. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
105 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good pickup there, a 22. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Hurts. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. But in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders from 13 yards out. And the Eagles are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And the pressure gets to him again. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over.
And he's going to go down again. Hassan Reddick, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
On the ready. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner? If you're on defense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They go play action with Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Here's Sanders. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And partner, why?
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continue. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team. Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Eagles, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and then back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I